I'm hard to impress. They don't understand I do this shit for real. They don't understand I do this shit for real. I'm hard to impress. They don't understand I do this shit for real. Just pretend, take your body left. They don't understand I do this shit for real. I don't need a friend. I'm hard to impress. They don't understand I do this shit for real. Ain't no rest in the booth. I kept the pursuit, so out of 10 I'm the only one left from the group. Yeah. Don't see defeat as an option. Money's hard to keep in the pocket. My 9 to 5 gave me steady pay, but got stuck and I needed to blossom. Niggas believe in the gossip. They don't see me in the process of making moves, paying dues, switching crews. This shit ain't too easy to digest. Trips get toxic. Girls make comments through text messaging and stress when it's all taken out of context.
Welcome. Welcome to the Tornado Club.
So, Eddie, what is your pulled handle?
Yeah, they call it, my nickname is World Class. World Class.
And you said you have plenty of nicknames. What were they?
I had a couple. Hammer was another one, but the World Class one stuck.
Okay. You are a 3-time Pennsylvania state champion, and also a New York state champion.
Right. What it was, New York City was the Amsterdam Open tournament, which all of the top. In other words, if you want to learn how to play New York, if you want to learn how to play pool, on the East Coast, you would go to New York City because all the best players were in New York City. You had George Sansucci, you had Tony Robles, Mika Immonen, resided there since 2000. Danny Baskovich, Frankie Hernandez, and there was a lot of others. And, so I won that twice. In 2001, I beat Mika Immonen in the final, and in 2005, I beat Frank Hernandez in the final. But yeah, they're three of my, my best wins.
What speed do you usually play with?
Most of the tournaments I play in are what they call pro-ams. So you have like pro or top amateurs, and you have other players that play. Some people that they play even though they know they can't win, but they're trying to get better. Eventually one day, hopefully they'll win. And that basically makes up your different classes of players that play. In your pool, your typical pool events. Right. So I can only play in the pro, like the ones, like the 8 players that don't want to play with the ABCD, they'll play with the pro/pro amateurs.
Wow.
Open class, whatever you want to call it. So,
right.
But they're the tournaments that are around, for me to play.
So any speed under where your qualifications are, they will never let you play in those.
They won't let me play in those. But those players, ABCDs, can play in the pro.
In the pros, just the pros are filtered.
Exactly.
So do you play in tournament games or cash games?
Both. I enjoy both. They're two different animals. But yeah, tournaments are more prevalent today than before. It's easier to get better. You don't have to take the gambling route to get better. You could just play tournaments, play better players, and get better. But yeah, I enjoy both. Both. If road players or just action players come through Philadelphia, they come through Pete Fusco's pool room. They come through, Drexel players. Sometimes they'll call me or they'll call other players. Try to match up. Try to make it not so much to accommodate the players, but there's money to be won, and then people get to watch. And they enjoy it. People enjoy betting on good players too. Staking them, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Some people enjoy that. So.
Yes.
Most good players have state courses.
So people would come out.
That they want to
So by state courses, you mean people would come out and
bet on you.
Bet on
the better players. Yeah. So if you happen to be a little tight for cash, and say somebody comes through town and they want to play for whatever amount, usually, your state course will step up, push you in the box, give you an opportunity to play, and make money. It's the competitive nature of it, where, they see how their guy matches up with their guy, so it's, a lot of people enjoy it, it was more prevalent years ago.
Right. I bet. These days is more tournaments and leagues.
Well, exactly. A lot of people they don't gamble, so what they do is to get better, they play in tournaments and leagues, which is another way to get better, but you just got to keep on playing. People get better at yourself.
Yeah. So, what games do you normally compete in?
Well, most tournaments are 9-ball or 10-ball, but they occasionally have one-pocket tournaments, like pro-am tournaments in the area. Now, of course, everybody knows you can go to Derby City every year. You can play there. We always have 3 disciplines, but there's a mix of other pro-am tournaments in the Northeast corridor, Philadelphia area, New York area. Local players can play to get better. There's different kinds of players. When you go out and you play different kinds of players from all over the country, you'll see there's some are front runners, some of them play better as the night wears on. Regardless of their speed. Then there's some guys that just play so good, they just play great from start to finish, and you're gonna have your toughest games with those guys. But yeah, you have to concentrate. You have to bear down when you're playing for your money or in the tournaments, because you only get so many opportunities. You only was there for so long, so you don't want to let the opportunity slide by. So yeah, concentration is the key.
Lost a couple pounds, which changes up my measurements, in turn changed my residence, then changed my relevance. You call it shotguns, I ride like the president. So roll it up and never slow it up to sober up, and only come down to the ground
grandfather
to let
got
us
you
know.
into the sport. What is that like?
Right, my grandfather, after World War II, he was a fireman, and he would play pool. Like the firemen had like a league every year. He won it a few times, got a few seconds. He took me to the pool room, to Mosconi's pool one day, and I just love the game. Ever since I've been playing. I was about 13 years old.
How long have you been playing pool?
Roughly 28 years. And then there was a pool room called Mosconi's. There was a pool called Chiefy's. There was another pool called South Philadelphia Billiards that all the best players from all over the country would come and play there. So that's where I got my most experience at. Yeah, it was all the pools were in South Philly, and then there was a few of them in Northeast Philadelphia that were good action spots, where you could make money playing.
Intelligence, attitude like bucket, so I'm far from celibate, lost a couple pounds, which changes up my measurements.
Were any of the famous players like Willie Mosconi, were they around?
No, that was before my time, but there was a lot of great players from the Philadelphia area and from other parts of the country, like Jack Coonan would come. He was a world famous, pool player, hustler, whatever you want to call him. Road agent, gamble high, played real good. You had Shannon Dalton would come through, Billy Cardona, Bumps Rucker, Ronnie Allen. Then you had a lot of real good players from Philadelphia that would play there. You had Jimmy Fusco, Pete Fusco would go there, Spanish Michael Brown. Then you had other great players from like North Jersey, like Steve Miserak, Ray Martin. They would come in once in a while, match up with guys. In Philadelphia, but Pete Fusco's pool room in the Chamonix, PA, it was the closest thing you can get to that anymore. Would be here, because you have Pete Fusco, a great player himself. And you also have this is like the spot where the road players, if anybody's going to come through town in Philadelphia looking to make a game and play a good player and play for a lot of money, they're going to come through here. Practice like you play. Try to practice serious, because in a tournament, you'll see it in your play when you go to tournaments or whatever it is that you do, whether you gamble or whether you go to tournaments. You'll see how your practice is paying off. And then there's also certain things that you want to practice, that a lot of people don't practice, like kicking the balls up. A lot of people don't play that, or even bank pool. A lot of people, where we live in the Northeast corner, they don't play bank pool. In the South, they play bank pool. It's just like they play 9 or 8 ball. It's just a game they play all the time. So if you play those games and you practice your break, and practice, your shot making, of course, and it'll round out your whole game. To get back into it. But Johnny Archer, one time, we took a road trip, me, Jose, Stevie Archer, Stevie Moore, and Johnny Archer up to Turner Stone. The only thing I learned from the whole car ride up, 5 hours back, there was a lot of talking. It wasn't about pool. I learned from Archer that you have to have a pre-shot routine. And a lot of your best players you'll see have a pre-shot routine. That was like for Mikey Watkins. A lot of people think he does it on purpose. He doesn't. He doesn't intentionally have the slow play. Now, if it bothers you, then it's an added bonus to him. But that is his pre-shot routine. And then, like Archer will have his pre-shot routine, which is different than everybody else's. He picks like lint off the table. I've never seen it. And Stevie Moore has his, and so on and so forth. All the real good players have their own pre-shot routine. It puts them like in the zone, whatever you want to call it.
I gotta also think about what you just said and maybe work on my pre-shot routine.
You'll see it. Some people, Appleman has his own where he chalks the cue, I guess. Some guys walk from behind the shot, do an eyeball shot from behind, then an eyeball from the front, then get down and shoot. Everybody has something different.
I'll keep that in mind, and I hope our audience appreciate such a nice advice.
Yeah, it's strong advice. Us from experience.
Yes, indeed. I heard you are a 3-time Pennsylvania State champion. And you're also a New York State champion. Tell us what that's like.
Right. I won the PA State once in Lancaster, PA, at Diamond Billiards in 2000. It was called the Tim Shrugs Tour. And then I won it again in 2004 at Indiana, PA, at Lucky Break Billiards. I won it there in 2004, and then I won it in 2012 at Breakers Billiards in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Paul Motti's pool. And the New York State, I won twice at Amsterdam Billiards both times. One time beating Mika Immonen in the final, and another time beating Frank Hernandez in the final. And I wanted to try to get more tournaments this year, try to make the Moscone Cup, but I wasn't able to. I have 4 boys, I take care of, so it's it's time consuming. I don't have a lot of time to work on my game or to get out to a lot of tournaments, but I try to make the ones that I can. Me and my a good friend of mine, Rick Scarlatta from Baltimore.
That's terrific. That's terrific. We would love to perhaps plan to ride along with you in some of these. All right, terrific.
When your grind start, I'm eating up a target market off a pod chart. Word, I'm vegetarian, I eat well. I rep liberty for the future, I can bleed bells. Bear this weight on my shoulder, you don't need scales. So when I'm dead, ain't going write a book, please. Preferably on my music, how I look clean. Haters need to hop off, so I shook these. Call me a fusionista, I'm a new roll it up, but got no time to waste. And every day I wait, gotta go find the cake. If it doesn't make dollars, doesn't make sense. Hurry up and smoke, yo, I gotta pay rent. Listen, homie, roll it up, but got no time to waste. And every day I wait, gotta go find the cake. If it doesn't make dollars, doesn't make sense. Hurry up and smoke, yo, I gotta pay rent. Listen, homie.
Just an actor, come and take the sleep out of my night. And I would go to pieces if you said that this was just an actor.